Hello, and welcome back. I decided, hey, you know what? I'm a little tired of playing the same old GameCube games from yesteryear, and I'm gonna play something newer. I'm gonna play Breath of the Wild. I actually bought it just to play on this channel. I originally thought, okay, I'm gonna buy it, and then first time I play it, it's gonna be blind. It's gonna be like my own organic reactions to it. I instead decided to play it first and then record it at a later date. And I'm kind of glad I did, because this game does not hold your hand. It's, even in the normal mode, it's not afraid to throw enemies at you that just straight up one-shot you. So, to make up for that, instead of playing the game through normal mode, I will be playing it through master mode. I feel like it'd be a little bit more entertaining. So without further ado, let's get started.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
Alright, now we control the video game. Let's go. And now video game control has been relinquished from us.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it.
Yes.
It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Yes, I will definitely take that, and definitely not Wii U gamepad. Alrighty, so we'll open this chest. Got some pants, and we'll open this chest and get a shirt. We will not put on the shirt because it's self-explanatory. We don't need the shirt.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
I feel like this game was originally going to have like some sort of thing where you'd motion the gamepad onto face the pedestal or whatever. I don't know if the Wii U version has that or not, but I mean, I hope it doesn't, because that's extremely obnoxious.
Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
Alrighty. We have now got control of the video game again. Let's go. Alrighty, so let's get started. Got the best weapon in the game right here, tree branch. Good stuff. To attack. It's alright, I'm done. Get some of that. Apples. Our end goal is to have like roundabouts like 200 by the end of the game, but we'll see if we make it to that. Well met, stranger. It's rather unusual to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. Just an old fool who's lived here, alone, for quite some time now. I hope you'll permit me a question. If I may be so bold, are you not chilly? Where are we? Answering a question with another question. That is fair enough. I cannot imagine our meeting will be a simple coincidence. I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. That temple there, long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. I shall be here for some time. Please let me know if I may be of service. Alrighty, so let's get straight into it. Get ourselves a torch. Well then, just help yourself to that torch there. How, may I ask, are you planning to use it? As a weapon. Innovative. However, it is probably best used to light fires. If you need a weapon, you can find something better. Many beasts roam this land past this point. You may take my axe with you, if you please, assuming you can find it. However, do not just swing it around without a purpose. You must face your opponents and lock sights on them. Alright. Got a baked apple. I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple on an open flame makes for a succulent treat. We're gonna find something if we jump down here. I can feel it. Okay, not doing that. Not doing that voice. Not happening. Yahaha, you found me. Huh? You're not Hetsu. But you can see me? I didn't think your kind could see children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hetsu, please return this to him. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places, too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places.
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Okay. I think it's a little obnoxious that that appears so as late as it does. I feel like that should appear the second you leave the tunnel. But, you know, that's just me. Oh, if I was quicker, I probably could have grabbed that lizard. Lizard doesn't matter so much this early in the game, but still. Anyways, you see this guy? He's blue. Oof. And he takes half your health in one hit, too, on top of that. Okay, alrighty. So as you can see, we're starting off strong in Master Mode. Oh. Oh. Yeah, put me back here, huh? This is gonna be a long game, isn't it? Alright, this time, we got it. Like, you see, it doesn't take very long for this enemy to actually get to full health. That's one of the annoying things I find about Master Mode. It's like you have to be hyper-aggressive all the time, or else you just end up fighting somebody forever. And it's really obnoxious. I mean, at least you can do stuff like pick up their weapons. But, like, look how much a tree branch does. We're just going to use tree branches for the rest of this fight to prove that point. So that was 3 tree branches to like cut through like a fourth of its health. It's crazy. We're just probably gonna skip over. It's just not worth it for one Boko Club. Considering the fact that there are better weapons you get in Master Mode in general, it's just not worth it to even engage. Especially with the high risk and low payout. We got our Hylian trousers anyways. It's not like it matters all that much. Let's just make our way away. Get ourselves our bow, and that should be good. This is pretty much the first place I explored when I played this game for the first time. Ooh. Is that a summerwing butterfly? I would like that. Yeah, give me that. Do not touch me. Alright. Let's open our chests. Oof. Alright, we got our arrows. We're out. Oh, man. Ooh. What, we died like 3 times already, and it's only like the beginning of the game? That's pretty epic, I gotta say. Alright, if we do this right, we might be able to take the weapons. They're busy dancing and eating. Alright, here we go. Got him! I can get some free arrows over here too with these Bokoblins who shoot arrows at everything. Did he light himself on fire? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Shoot arrows at me. Give me free stuff. That's fine. We can make our way to the little objective marker thing. Alright. Place the Sheikah Slate on the pedestal. I should probably like start playing like Siri stuff or something for like any of these like Sheikah Slate commands.
Sheikah Tower activated. Please watch for hurling rocks.
Breath of the Wild has now begun. All the towers have arisen. We are fully... I was going to make an extremely immature joke there, and I'm going to stop myself because I'm better than that. I mean, I'm not, but I'd like to think I am. So, you know, take it for what it is. Breath of the Wild, more like Breath of the Boring. Let's go. Yeah, give me that cutscene. Give me that unskippable cutscene. I like that. On my Wii U gamepad. You know, I gotta say, like, the Wii U thing is a shame, because I feel like if it was given the proper support by Nintendo, it probably could have ended up being something good, but...
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
I heard that little Zelda chime in there. You know, not every single Zelda game has to have the Zelda chime. You can make different music, and I'm pretty sure people would know it's a Legend of Zelda game. My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower has erupted. This tower and others like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower? I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say. Did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? Nope. I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, the vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building strength for the moment that it unleashes its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I think we should give the anime protagonist response. You need not say a word. Your eyes reveal the determination within. Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded by all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were trying to jump off, oh, jeez Louise. Well, no death would be more certain or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Paraglider? Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I did not come soaring down here by my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not, I'll happily agree to give you my paraglider. But not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Alright, let's go, I guess. Come, let me show you something. Video games. You see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light. It began glowing the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. Fair enough. Let's go get that treasure. Alright, so we're going to do a couple things. Number one, we want to get that chest that's up there. We do not want to alert this bokoblin for reasons I'll go into. But for now... God. Well, we can still pull this off. What we're going to do is bring him into the fire. The reason why we do that is so we can die subsequently. I will admit, I am playing very much like a big dummy. But that's okay. That's okay. You know, it's called master mode for a reason. It's only for the masters, such as myself. And I alerted the dudes. Okay, well, first things first. Let's get this arrow boy off his pedestal. What I want to do is I want to light the grass on fire beneath them, because they die actually relatively quickly if they stand on top of a fire. I also die relatively quickly if I stand on top of a fire. Got him. I think I lost the shield, though. Yeah, that's a shame. Part of the thing I wanted was the shield, but... you know. One other thing I didn't really think of at the moment was I can knock them off the plateau. Never mind, I cannot knock them off the plateau. Because the wall's too high. I could also knock them into the water, though. I think there's one more. Probably was a bull boy. Come on. Gotta love the regeneration starts like pretty much almost immediately. We take his bow, which takes his method dealing damage. Got him. Alright. Let's make our way up. Get what's in this chest. Traveler's sword. Okay. So we want the contents of the chest. The problem is, if they get alerted, then the Octoroks start floating upward. Now, we can't hit the balloons as it's floating upward because it'll tip to one side and then therefore the chest will fall into the water. So what we're going to do instead is a couple things. Number one, we're going to pop all these balloons. Number two, we're going to see if we can headshot this Bokoblin and knock him in the water. The reason why is because these Bokoblins shoot fire arrows, which will burn the platform below. We can also wait and get this thing with Cryonosis, but knock him into the water. Shoot the balloon. Boom. Flawless. We might as well collect all the materials too, because why not? I feel like this game went out of its own way to make swimming the most painful and slow experience ever. I really wanted to drive home the point that Link does not swim. Though still, I think we end up getting like 15 fire arrows by the end of this. We also end up getting some Bokoblin guts, which is nice. It's starting to become afternoon. One of the things I do like is that afternoon in this game is pretty. I mean, in most video games, this sort of... Back to what I was saying. In most video games, the sort of afternoon time does tend to look pretty because of, you know, like the sort of orangey color and what it does to the landscape. But I gotta say, Breath of the Wild does it really well. Especially with the reflections on the water. I really like that. Alright. Let's see what's in this chest. I think it's a sword. Yeah, Soldier's Broadsword. I think it's random what, like, enchantment it gets. Because last time I played, I think it got, like, increased attack. But this time it's critical hit. Let's see what's in the DLC chest. Essentially, the welfare chest. It's a ruby. Oh boy. Let's go. I probably shouldn't have skipped that, because that cutscene only plays once, but it's just basically a slower version of the altar cutscenes we see all the time. I won't skip it next time just to make up for it. Gotta love how, like, surprised Link acts when he interacts with the altar for the first time, because this is clearly all alien to him. To those of you who set foot in this shrine, I am Omanao. I named this after the goddess. Okay, I'll just screw myself then. Magnesis. Alright, let's get that rune. You know what's funny? You can skip those, like, first time altar things, but anytime you put anything into the Sheikah Slate, you have to watch the full animation. I never got that. I never understood that. Like, whether it's, like, the towers, or the altars, or, like, compendium stuff, whatever. It's always... You gotta always do it. Alright. I love this rune. Just flinging stuff around with magnets is just a ton of fun. It's probably my favorite one out of all of them. And that, like, includes, like, the stop time one and everything. Alright, well, we don't have a shield. We can't perfect block the laser beams, unfortunately. But we got the critical hit, so... Always good to get ancient materials. Let's unequip our sword just so we don't use it all up. And let's just finish the trial. There we go. There we go. That's the good stuff. Spirit Orb number 1. Let's go. And the climb to 4 Spirit Orbs. After that point, we can beat the game. It seems you managed to get your hands on a Spirit Orb. Well done. How did you know? Oh, actually, paraglider, please? I encourage you to slow down for a moment, my courageous friend. In the appearance of these towers and the awakening of this shrine, it's all connected to that Sheikah slate you have carry on your hip there. Paraglider, please? I have yet to finish speaking. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places across the land. On this plateau alone, not Balone, Jesus. I believe there are 3 more. Bring me treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you the paraglider. So I need more now? I said treasure, but I never said there would be only 1 treasure. Whether it's 1 treasure or 4, what difference does it make for a young go-getter like yourself? Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick to finding these shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Are you joking? Oh, I'm afraid not. But do not worry, I have a little trick to share with you for your efforts. Take a look at your map on the Sheikah slate. See those blue icons? You can recognize the cave from when you woke, the shrines you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places using the Sheikah slate. Or so I've heard some time ago. I do not actually know if it works as such. Okay, dude. Alright. Give me that magnesis. Give me the treasure. Give me that amber. Is it opal? Yeah, it's opal. Look, I get it. You have to have it escape somehow, but that frog literally just disappeared. I mean, there's another frog there, so I guess it doesn't matter. Gimme that speed boost frog. Alright, so after we break open these containers, we're not actually going to go to the top of the tower because that's not necessary. We'll just go to the next shrine over where the bombs are at and then just continue the story. Take a chest with us, why not? I want to test something. That's why I'm doing it. I do like the fact that this Octorok thing is in master mode. Because it means you don't have to deal with the painfulness that is swimming in general in this game when you make your way back. Is that too far? No, it's not. I want to test a theory with the magnets and the block breaking. I wonder if I can drop this metal thing over here high up on this box and smash it. Guess that answers my question. I like this game a lot, to be honest. It's just, the beginning is so slow. It doesn't start getting good until after the plateau. I probably should have went to go cook the frogs at the stove I was at originally, but I think there's a stove coming up here anyways, so I think we'll be fine. Oh yeah, by the way, just so you guys know, if you're not like me and you don't screw up the whole thing, you can actually use a shield to perfect block the laser beam and one-hit kill the dude. Which is great. It gives you some ancient materials early on, which is nice. In fact, we can attempt it right now if we really wanted to. Let's just make sure to save the game so it doesn't end up being our last attempt. Alright, we're officially safe from total failure. I did it a bit preemptively. I'm not gonna lie. That's why we save our game. That's why we save our game. We'll attempt one more time. We are not big-brained enough to do it. We're just not gonna attempt. Maybe later, when we actually get some better gear, we can start doing some of that, but... See, I'm not skipping it this time. I'm not skipping it. But yeah, maybe later when we get better gear and we can afford to mess up once or twice, then maybe I'll go back and do it. But right now, I'm not really feeling it, to be honest. Besides, it's always more fun to defeat the guardians that are walking around, as opposed to the ones that are just sitting there. In that case, it's just an exercise in the mundane. Alright, we'll skip that. But we can't skip that. Yeah, why would we want to skip the rune process? It's not like it's the same thing over and over again. We can't just skip to show the menu thing or whatever. Why would we want to do that? Why would we be a fan of skipping? I don't understand. I don't understand why we do that. You know what the cool thing about these bombs are? When one of them's on cooldown, since they're separate runes, you can switch to the other. Very useful. Well, okay, alright. Maybe things like that probably aren't the smartest thing to do with bombs, admittedly. But, hey, you know, that's why we have food. Alright, so let's get the chest and then we'll just head. Oh, wow. Good timing. I'm not even gonna, like, launch the bomb. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah. It just makes it a lot easier. Spirit Orb number 2, let's go. 50% of the way through the Great Plateau. May the goddess smile upon you. Okay. I gotta say this much. The guy, whoever it was, of any of you devs on the Master Mode team, who decided to put a white-maned Lionel in the plateau. You think you're so freaking funny, don't you? You think you're so funny. You think you're so funny. I'm gonna do the smart thing. If I can aim. And saw me. Give me that Boko shield. I may not be able to get the bats, but I get the honey, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Give me my arrow back. Let's see what 2 Stamella Shrooms gives us. Okay. I mean, that's good. Spicy elixir. You can do the hot-footed frog as well. Gives a little bit of haste. And wrap it up with Courser Bee Honey and Stamella Shrooms. Alright, cool. We got what we want. One of the things that they showed off was that you could cut down this tree. And it was like, oh. I mean, I enjoy the Korok leaves, so we'll pick one of those up. Oh, you could do that to bridge paths. This is literally the only time you'll ever do this. I'm assuming there's other instances in the game where you will, but this is the only time where it actually really matters that much. And the only reason is because climbing from that ledge over there is just such a pain in the butt that it ain't worth it. Knock him off the ledge. Knock him off. Yeah, there we go. Got him. Makes it worth it. Gotta love that little Triforce in the bottom left corner to constantly remind you that you're playing a Zelda game. Playing this game with, like, after getting used to, that's my own fault, but after getting used to having 2 stamina wheels, playing this game on 1 is just not fun at all. We get some rush rooms, which is nice, but even then, it's still annoying. At least with this little haste elixir, it's a little bit less painful. And the hot-footed frog. I probably could have made a better elixir if I collected more of those frogs, but eh. There we go. We got him now. Owa Dime Shrine. Dime? Dime? I think AI is like an I sound, but I'm not sure. Alright. We got it. Play the animation for me, Daddy. Let's go. Yeah. Getting real fancy. So let's just wait until the boulder like comes down. Got him. Traveler's shield too, on top of that. We'll be able to get the sledgehammer as well. We'll drop the Bokoblin arm. Pick up the iron sledge and use it, because why not? Spirit Orb number 3. We're almost done with the long-ass tutorial section that we can't skip. Alright. That should probably be enough, right? I want to save some of the stamina of this thing. Yeah, we're good. Oh no, we don't have the warm doublé, and we're basically topless in the winter. What will we do? Good stuff. When it comes to fighting these guys in particular, we'll just grab the chest and go. Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Thanks for the arrows. Really appreciate it. Not even gonna flurry rush. We're good. If we run out of stamina, we should still be good because we got items that will give us stamina, which is nice. Unfortunately, our elixir of going fast is no longer a thing, so I'm just gonna have to deal with that. We got a chest over here, which is nice. Wonder what's in the chest. Probably not anything that good. What we want is the thing that's below it. Fire arrows. Eh. Could be better, could be worse. Okay. 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 Alright. To be fair, I had no idea that the sledgehammer would destroy the platform below me. I had no idea, alright? You gotta cut me a little bit of slack there. Some bomb arrows. That's pretty good this early on. And the Knight's Claymore with critical hits. You bet your ass I'm dropping something for that. You know, one of the things that kind of annoys me is, even though, say you'll wear, a warm doublé, right? And it will increase your cold resistance, but it won't lower your heat resistance, which I honestly think should be a thing. I mean, one of the things, there's two things that I would say, well, there's a couple things I'd say for Master Mode, actually. Number one, get rid of the regenerating health, or at least if you're going to have it, make the timer longer before it starts regenerating. The second thing I'd do is I'd add survival mechanics. So, for example, if you wear a warm doublé in a semi-warm environment, you'll start taking heat damage that you wouldn't normally have if you weren't wearing any sort of clothing at all. Clothing would both help and hinder you. The second thing I'd suggest is to have some sort of hunger and thirst thing going on. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm a real big fan of New Vegas' survival mode, but aren't you a bit chilly? Nah. I enjoy gazing out for the world from here. Breathtaking view. This may be the best place to get a full view of the entire plateau. Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Look through it and you can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on the map. The pins on your map serve as a reference point for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. I got it. Go ahead and look for yourself if you feel so inclined to. You did well to make it up this far without proper clothing. Please take this warm doublé as a reward for your tenacity. I assume you'll want to try it on right away, yes? Thought you might be eager to see how it looks. It's quite fetching. I suppose it matters not. It's yours now. Do take care to put it on before you get too cold, though. Yay. Ow. Probably not a great idea, but whatever. All these rocks in a circular pattern. But there's one part of it missing. I wonder what will happen if I take this rock and do this. Yeah, I'm good. Actually, you know what? Not good yet. Now I'm good. Alright, let's go. Last trial, Cryonosis. The power I consistently forget exists. Because you don't use it all that often, but when you do use it, it's extremely important. Let's go. Cryonosis. Let's go. Cryonosis. Let's go. Cryonosis. Got him! I got my timing good. All I need to do is do that with the Guardians and I'll be set. There we go. Oh man. Yeah. Give me my thing. Yeah, final spirit orb. Let's go. May the goddess smile upon you. Okay, I got it. With this, you have now acquired all the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Oh, extraordinary. That means it's finally time. Link, it's finally time for me to tell you everything. But first, imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines as endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Do you understand? Where the 2 lines connecting the shrines would cross, there I will be waiting. Video games, let's go. Alright, so we know where we need to go. Like over there, that thing. But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to finish up little last bits of things that we can do in this sort of area. So, Temple of Time, let's go. Be gone, Bokoblin. We're just not gonna bother with you. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Now we can run harder. Video games. Oh. The blessings of the goddess have made you more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here, quickly. Alright, I'm gonna be so glad to be done doing that voice. Oh, man. I'd say, you know, obviously, if you're trying to beat the game as quickly as possible with the easiest conditions, hearts are definitely what you want to go for, so you get to 13 as quickly as possible. But goddamn, is it convenient to have at least 2 stamina wheels. Here we go. Cutscene!
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramos Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the Divine Beasts, turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, bravely collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Oh, wow, it actually faded. Okay. Go on. Here is your paraglider, just as I promised. Now the game gets fun. With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. Soldier's bow. Good stuff. Now the video game begins, I guess. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. And next time, we'll head on out. We'll go look for Impa. And maybe we'll waste a lot of time. Who knows? We'll see.